When they told me I had to sit out, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with just sitting a year, just literally working on my game. So the year I sat out, I worked on my game every single day. Maybe my rookie year, I probably didn't have one night I slept 8 hours.
Wow.
To the point where like I was so stressed with everything. And for me, I couldn't really handle it all.
Your mother's a breast cancer survivor.
Every day I'm like, man, this could be like really the last time she ever see me play. Every single day I play the game is always just for her.
Man, that's amazing. Welcome to Health is Wealth, where we explore the intersection of athletic excellence and personal well-being. I'm Dr. Myron Rolle. Today, we're thrilled to welcome a dynamic force in the NBA, Davion Mitchell.
Mitchell with a great chase down block. Davion Mitchell locks it up. He hits a three. Mitchell. Let's go. Davion Mitchell is lethal.
His journey from high school state champion in Georgia to college national champion at Baylor to key contributor in the NBA is a testament to the dedication and relentless pursuit of excellence. Davion Mitchell, thank you for joining us today to share your unique experience.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I want to start off with your early life and a little bit of your college experience. You grew up in Hinesville, Georgia. Off camera, you talked about how Georgia's a big football state, but you dominated in basketball. But tell me, even before you started really getting into basketball, what was a typical day like as a kid growing up in Hinesville, Georgia?
I think the typical kid in Georgia, I think around when I was in middle school, when I kind of had a routine. I think that when I was in 6th grade, my grandmother owned this gym called Schumann Rec Center, where it's like elementary kids go to for like after school program, as you call it. And for me at middle school, usually people just go home or has practice or something like that. For me, I used to always just go to the gym, to my grandmother's gym, because there was no one there. So she used to always just pick me up from middle school. And my typical day is go to school 8 to 3, and I'm literally at the gym from 3 to 10 every day. Wow. Every single day I'm just in the gym. And usually the public gets to come around 6, so I get to play against people then. But for like maybe 3 to 4, I may be doing homework, maybe not, or I'm just in the gym just shooting, and the whole time I'm just in the gym playing basketball.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, that starts the work ethic early, right? I mean, putting that work in and seeing the dividends pay off down the road because you were getting those shots in and playing like that.
1,000%. I mean, I think it just gave me an imagination. Just even like playing in games, I'm just always imagining like a defender on me, what spots I need to be at, what shot I want to take, game-winning shots. You know, you have those when you're a little kid. You're working on game-winning shots, fadeaways, things like that. So just to be able to do it at a high level just means a lot.
Shout out to Grandma, man. Shout out. As an only child, who are some of the people who helped foster your competitive nature in sports?
Yeah, so my mom has 3 brothers. Okay. Dominique, Derek, and Dorian, all of our names starts with D, who all play basketball, who all was competitive, who all played just different sports. I think when I was younger, I didn't only play basketball. I played football, I played soccer, I ran track. I was just literally playing all the sports just to do things, right? Just to have something to do.
Hold on, I gotta cut you off. So, what'd you play in football? I gotta know.
Yeah, I play running back.
Running back?
Yeah, I was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Were you thudding people, or were you like speed guy? Like
so it was funny because my first year, my grandma wanted me to play football, and I was just like, I don't know, because I didn't really know if I could take a hit. The first year, I was always just running away from people, and then I learned like, okay, like, the hits don't really hurt that bad. And the second year, I just dominated. It kind of, I looked like a man compared to all little kids, and I was just running people over. So I think that football was fun to me, but I didn't like being outside. Like, I didn't like playing in the hot, didn't like playing in the cold. Like, it wasn't for me. So I was like, I'm just staying in the building. So basketball came into play.
Nice. What age do you think you started to realize you had some of those physical gifts that, set you apart in basketball?
Honestly, maybe like the 10th grade, when I kind of knew that I'm just as athletic as the next guy. I think that I couldn't even dunk until, I think, 9th grade summer, and I was like only dunking off of just alley-oops. When I had to somebody had to stand on the rim, I had to go just try to dunk it. So like, I wasn't really like always bouncy. I wasn't always really that fast, but I worked extremely hard. Like, I always worked on, like, I'm literally at home doing squats with weight vests, trying to just be able to jump high, right? Just like things like that. And then my junior year hit, that's when I was just like dunking on everyone, Like, it's crazy. My junior year was like the most craziest high school career ever. I was windmilling on people. It was, it was crazy. So I think that's when I kind of realized, like, I can do something in basketball.
Yeah, no doubt. You talk about your junior year. That was an impressive year because you guys won a state championship that year.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Take me through that year and, and how that felt to win that championship.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good because, like, the year before, the 10th grade, we lost in the Final Four to the team that we actually beat in the junior year.
Okay.
It was Jonesboro. Okay. Remember, it was a top guy named MJ Walker.
Oh, yeah.
He was a really top prospect in Georgia. They beat us our Final Four year. Heartbreaker. I'm talking about they just, like, beat us down. Like, they just killed us. And then the next year, I was like, bro, we got to beat them because we know that's the team to beat. Everyone else, we kind of knew what we can handle. So we was eyeing that game, like, literally, like, from day one of our junior year, eyeing Jonesboro. And we played them our junior year, and I'm talking about, like, we blew them out.
Wow.
Like,
in the playoffs or in the regular season?
No, this was the state championship.
This was the state championship game.
Like, the first game of the season, we thinking about Jonesboro. We're not thinking about nobody else. We
Wow.
we're going to beat everyone else. Like, we're that good. We believe that we're that good. We got the same team. People work extremely hard during the summer. Like, we knew we was going to be that good. And when we got to Jonesboro, it was just like a different game.
Nice. That's awesome. You initially went to Auburn, but then transferred to Baylor. But before we get to, like, that decision, that choice, how did Georgia let you get out of state? Like, how did UGA or even Georgia Tech, like, was the recruiting different then for you?
No, I think that I took a visit to Georgia. I took a visit to Florida. I took a visit to Auburn. And I just think that the timeline was the point guard at Georgia was going to be there for a long time. And kind of I didn't know what the Auburn point guard was going to do, but I was really close with Jared Harper, so I also knew I can, like, learn things from him because he's, like, a really good player. He works extremely hard. We're, like, the same size. Like, I knew I can learn things from him. So I was like, if I wanted to go to a school, it would be Auburn because, one, it's close to home. They love me. They recruited me. That was, like, probably one of my first, maybe a couple offers. They really liked me. So I was like, I can learn a lot from here and just be a good college player here. After that first year was a little bit different. I felt like I could have done more. I feel like I wasn't in a place, though, mentally, so I had to transfer. And they told me I had to sit out, and I was cool with that. And I was like, I need to sit out. I need to work on my physical, my mental, just to learn more about the game, and I think they worked out.
So that didn't dissuade you, knowing that you had to sit out. You were like, I'm still going to transfer because this is just not the right fit for me, not the right space for me being here.
At all. I think that when I first got to college, I was so, like, when you go to college, I was a top prospect in Georgia, so I'm thinking I'm going in just to play. And then reality hits, like, oh, everyone's really good in college. Like, it's not just a high school team. You're the best player in high school. Like, everyone's that good. So I got there, didn't play that much, didn't really like the direction I was going. I just didn't feel like mentally I was prepared. And when they told me I had to sit out, I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with just sitting a year, just literally working on my game. So the year I sat out, I worked on my game every single day, every morning, every night, because I had nothing to play for. I had no game, so it didn't really matter if I got tired, right? So like every day I'm just working extremely hard, watching film every day. And I'm also learning the game of college basketball, right? Like learning from a different system at Baylor, learning how he likes their point guards to play, looking at the teams in the conference I'm gonna have to play next year. So it just helped me out a lot. And I think when the year I played, it was up from there.
Sometimes when you're in the thick of it, it's kind of hard to see, like you were saying, how teams are playing and how you should see the game. But when you got to step back, you're almost like a coach at that point. You got like a 30,000-foot view and see things and analyze, like you said. So that's impressive. How was it like at Baylor? Tell me about that, because you guys are known for being like tough on defense, intense team. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. The reason, funny story, because I went to actually, after I transferred from Auburn, I had 3 visits. It was Georgia State. I went there. That was my first visit. And it was St. John's, and Baylor came last. Okay. Like, Baylor came out of nowhere. Like, it was either between St. John's or Georgia State, the only 2 schools I only had, because I didn't really have that good of a freshman year, so I didn't really have that many offers. Baylor was like, can you come to visit this week? So, yeah, I'm not doing anything, why not? Went there. It was just an amazing feeling. Like, the atmosphere, the coaching, you can just tell they really love their players, and they really love the game of basketball. And I love the game of basketball, so I felt it, right? So I knew what they were talking about, like the film, how they watch film, how they teach different things on the court. Like, I kind of already learned from other people, other pros. So I'm like, okay, they really know what they're talking about. And then what really got me is when Coach Jacobs, who is the coach at FAU right now, John Jacobs, he, like, cried. Like the day he cried when I was there, like kind of saying like we really want you here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, like he really passionate or he a really good actor, one of them, one of the two. So I'm like, man, I gotta choose Baylor.
Yeah.
So I chose Baylor and didn't go to St. John's the next week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And we had no shot at Florida State. We didn't have a shot at you.
I don't think they recruited me.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I don't think Florida State recruited
Missed out,
me.
brother. We missed out. Going into the NBA now, in your career, I think you've been recognized by pretty much everyone in the league as just being a tenacious defender. How do you maintain that intense level of play night in and night out while prioritizing your health and your wellness, your physical well-being?
That's one thing I did have to learn coming into the league. I think that I was really bad at it my rookie year. I think that because college and the NBA is completely different. You go from playing maybe 30 games to 82, right? And it's like all the traveling you do in the NBA, everything, all the things that come with it. And I wasn't prepared for it mentally. And I think that my first year I struggled. And going through traveling, I was always tired. I'm like, man, I'm always tired. But I was also working out. I was still trying to work out like I'm in college. And I'm like, I can't do that here. Like I got to figure out ways to have legs on the court when it's game time, but also be able to become a better basketball player and work on your skills. So I had to tone things back. I couldn't act like I was in college no more. Talking to different pros, like when I first got into the league, the first person I had a conversation with was Chris Paul. Oh. Yeah, he was. I was with CAA and he was with CAA. I actually remember going to his house, having dinner with him, and he was just having these conversations about family, about working out, about traveling, about everything, just kind of just giving me the rundown in the NBA and how you can be a really good player in this league or how you can fall out the league. And he had this, it was a really tough conversation because I'm like, man, I really want to work hard, but also I got to work smart. I had to just find that balance, and I think I found it now. I got a routine and trying to pick up on that routine. And since I'm with Miami, the routine has been so much easier.
Yeah. You know, one thing that people ask me a lot, they're like, Dr. Rolle, you know, tell me the difference between playing football at Florida State and then going to the NFL, playing for the Titans. And I would tell them the difference, kind of what you're alluding to, is in college, we had 28 periods of just like nonstop. We were on the field for 3.5, 4 hours, hot sun in Tallahassee, Florida, hitting each other, full contact, full pads, just grinding, and spend maybe 30 minutes in the film room, right? If you want to get some film, you got to look it on your own. But as far as a team or a seg, defense or just defensive backs, we're doing a little bit of that. It was completely flipped when I got to the NFL because I think they wanted to preserve the guys, and they did a little bit of field work, walkthroughs, a lot of walkthroughs, and about an hour of game, you know, sort of on the field work, and then 3 hours of film, studying what Peyton Manning's doing, studying what these guys are doing, their tendencies. So, you know, you being able to flip that is I think, as you're saying, is so important. But tell me a little bit about some of the personal decisions you had to make, like diet, hygiene, going out, maybe alcohol consumption, some of the other things that we do as people in general, but that you had to sort of think about as an elite athlete.
I think for me it was a little bit different because like even with me in college, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go out. So that's like, it was easy for me.
Nice.
Yeah, so like when I even, in college, I probably went out one time and it was after we won a national championship.
Had to celebrate that.
Yeah, I had to. But like other than that, like it was easier for me. I think the biggest thing was the diet thing. I think that my rookie year, I'm still trying to eat Chipotle. I'm literally trying to eat like a college player. Like, cause I'm literally like, don't know anything else. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I really want to pay for this chef. Is it worth it? I don't know, right? I'm still young. I'm still trying to figure it out. And to realize that my body was just hurting. And I don't know if it was because I was working out too hard. I don't know if it was because of all the travel. I don't know. But just talking to Chris Paul, his diet is completely different. Like, he doesn't eat meat. And I couldn't do that. Like, I know I couldn't do that because we ain't the same people. But I just knew he was eating healthier, right? Like, he wasn't just eating the junk I was eating. He wasn't eating chips. He wasn't eating candy. Like, he just wasn't doing those things, right? So I'm like, I got to take something from his book and put it to my game if I really want to be really good at basketball, right? If I want to have a long career. And that's when I ended up getting a chef my second year, actually. My second year, we got a chef in Sacramento, and I had a chef ever since. Yeah. And my body's feels completely different. Like, I feel like I can play anytime, any moment. Like, obviously I'm gonna be sore, but like I feel like after I'm sore and I'm just working out and I feel like warm, I'm good. Like, my body's completely good.
Man, investing in your body, investing in your craft, you know?
You have to. You have to, especially with all the games we play, all the traveling, all the everything, the stress, the family, all that. Like, you gotta have something you can be consistent with, and I think that's what I can be consistent with, definitely my diet.
Tell me a little bit about that stress, because you mentioned that, because stress, what that can do, to the body in and of itself. You know, as a physician, I think about how that raises cortisol levels, how that increases blood pressure, how that makes people mood, their rage, they go crazy, they get acne, they develop some fat storage in different parts of their body. It just adds some different elements to them, and it also makes you like an insomniac. You can't sleep well, right? So your sleep hygiene is all thrown off. So take me through stress, and how do you de-stress and decompress when you have such an intense kind of profession?
Yeah, I think maybe my rookie year, I probably didn't have one night I slept 8 hours.
Wow.
Like, it was like to the point where like I was so stressed with everything. Just also like coming from a small city, and you're the 9th pick of the draft. Like, you're definitely one of the highest picks in the draft that ever came from the city. Just like everyone's calling, everyone wants to get in touch. Your family wants more. It's just like a lot of things that's hitting you, right? It's a lot of things that's coming at you, and for me, I couldn't really handle it all, right? And I'm a person that's like hard for me to tell anyone no. Like, it was just hard for me. Like, like I'm literally trying to have conversations with everyone, trying to see how they feel. Like, and it's like, and I didn't even realize it. Like, I got a game the next day, right? Like, I got a game the next day, and you worried about somebody else's problems and like all the stress, and I couldn't sleep. And then I get on the court, I'm exhausted after just one up and down. I'm like, why am I exhausted? Like, I didn't know I didn't work out yesterday. Like, why am I really exhausted? But it's also because I didn't sleep well. It's a lot of things that do a lot of things in your body. Like, my knees were hurting. I'm like, bro, why is my knees hurting? Like, they never really hurt like that. And it's also because of the sleep I'm not getting, right? The stress I'm having, just like more things I'm putting on my body. And I probably didn't realize that until, like I said before, like after my rookie year, that's when I noticed. I'm like, okay, I gotta have someone to be my no person. And I had my mom, like, Mom, I ain't gonna lie, I need you to just be, like, I'll take care of you, I just need you to be my no person. Like, if anyone asks, I'm just sending them to you and tell them no.
You need that no person, man.
Have to.
Good cop, bad cop, you know? And it's not to say that your mother's a bad person, but she's looking out for your best interest,
For sure.
right? Like, you got to keep the main thing, and that's what you're doing right now. You have this window to ball, and I'm glad that she's protecting you in that way.
Sure.
You're on the Heat now. There's so much talk often about the Heat way. Can you give and tune our listeners into what that actually means?
Yeah. It's funny because, like, I also had this, like, coming into when I got traded to the Heat, I didn't really know what to expect because you hear so many different stories, right? You hear so many, like, oh, Pat Riley's this, you got to work extremely hard, you got to do all this. And then when I got there, I'm like literally waiting for what's about to happen. Like, the first practice, I'm like, all right, are we about to run? Like, even in season, are we about to do some sprints? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of just like waiting. I think people don't really know unless you're in it. And I think that the Heat way is just more of it's not military. Like, you don't got to wear a certain thing. I just think they want you to do everything extremely hard and put everything forward, right? Like, if you got something to deal with, like, worry about practice right now, right? And it's just like every other team. I just think they're just more disciplined, right? I think that in practice, no earrings, have your shirt tucked in sometimes. I don't know. I think it was just also more chill because I came during the middle of the season, right? So I don't really know what the actual way is during training camp because I haven't had a training camp. It could be crazy. Who knows? But, well, I guess we'll see. Hopefully we'll see coming up. But I don't really know what people's opinions are. I just know when I got there, it was just a team way. It was just a regular team way.
Yeah, it was a culture, you know, and it seemed like you fit in very well to it.
For sure.
You know? So that's awesome. I want to move into your mom now and get into some of her health issues, and that's, you know, pretty much the core of our conversation today. Your mother's a breast cancer survivor. How did her battle with cancer impact your perspective on health and resilience, and how has that influenced your own journey as an athlete too?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I witnessed it in high school, right? I think it was maybe my sophomore year when I witnessed it, and I didn't really know much about it, right? I didn't know what was going on. I just remember the day she said she found a lump on her side, and I didn't really know. I thought it was just a bump. Like, I'm still a kid. I'm not. I don't really know.
And it was a self-examination. She felt it herself.
She felt it, yeah.
Okay.
Because she felt it, and she said she's been feeling for some time, and I think my grandmother ended up saying, like, go to the doctor, right? And it was the day when she went to the doctor, and she kind of told me. And after that, I kind of just researched, like, what is this? Like, how can this happen? What did she do to make this happen? Like, is there anything we can do? Like, I'm just literally just searching. And I'm just kind of like, is it because she's stressed? Is it because, like, I don't really know, right? So every day I just thought about it, like, she came to all my games after that. Like, all my games. No matter if she chemotherapy, she's literally at my games. And every day I'm like, man, this could be, like, really the last time she ever see me play. And it was just sad just to see her hair go away. Like, I couldn't do anything about it. And all I know is I can just go out there and play this game as hard as I can because this can be the last game. So I want to show her this is the best I've ever played, right? So every day I'm just thinking, man, this could be the last day. And it was just sad. It was hard for me to witness that every single day. I'm like never trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to be around her all the time. Yeah. Like it was just tough for me. But I mean, she made it so much easier for me. Kind of just saying like, you can do this. You can make it to the NBA no matter what. You can just work extremely hard and do this for me. And I think that every single day I play the game is always just for her.
Man, that's amazing. That is fantastic. When she was going through some of the treatments and the discussions with her doctors, where do you see your role like being her support? Did you ask questions at the doctors as well? Did you do your own research, like you were saying, and sort of help her guide and navigate the healthcare system? Because I know with my patients, I'm a pediatric brain surgeon, so I'm dealing with kids, but their parents come with 1,000 questions that they've looked up online. They have so many concerns, but their role and their presence in the healthcare decision-making process is so important that it's like it's a family together with it. Were you guys supportive like that? Were you like that with her? And how'd that make her feel to know that she had people like you around?
I think she tried to keep me away from it as much as she did. I think that I don't remember ever going to the doctor with her. I think she kept me away from that. I think her and my grandma was the only people that went.
Yeah. That's her mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that it was tough. I think all I know is my grandma was saying like, don't stress her out today. And me being the kid, you know how kids stress your parents out. So I did everything good. I'm like, I'm not trying to stress her at all. Yeah. Like everything good. I'm even doing my work, right? I'm doing my homework on time. Like, I'm not trying to give her anything to be stressed out, right? So I think she kept me as far away as she can, and I think that I just didn't stress her out. And I think that was the best way I can do it because she kept me as far away as she can. So I didn't really know what else to do other than that.
Well, that was your role, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your role was to bring her that peace, and having her go to your games and see you dominate. I'm sure that, added to it. Did she end up having surgery or just chemotherapy?
She had chemo. No, she didn't have surgery.
She didn't have surgery. Okay, so she had chemo. You said she lost some of her hair in the process of it. I might imagine that's difficult. But in honor of all that, right, to be an advocate and to raise awareness and to promote, some of the issues around breast cancer, you created a special type of shoe in her honor. Take me through that, your thought process with that, and how cool it was to sort of reveal that to the world.
So I'll tell you a story. I think it was our last game of the season, and I already had this shoe called the Off Nights, Under Armour. They gave me some Off Nights, and the last game of the season, one of our people from the Heat was like, yo, we got a surprise for you. So I'm thinking it was like from a fan, right? Like I didn't know anything of it. So I'm going into it just like, all right, whatever. I didn't even know my mom was in town. She didn't even tell me I was in town. So I come in to the thing, it was a video. It was like a little picture thing of a video. I'm like looking at it. And my mom was like, I'm proud of you. Like just a video of her saying like, I'm proud of you for everything you've done or whatever. So I turn around, it's my mother and my grandmother holding up the shoe. It was like the craziest thing ever because I'm like, hold on, what? Like, what's going on? Like, and it was the shoe of the breast cancer awareness, and she made it. Like, I didn't even make it. Like, Under Armour did it because they wanted to give a surprise they wanted to do something for me, but also do a surprise for her.
So your mother made the shoe?
She made it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she made it because it was something, because I wanted to do it for her, but it was like, okay, we're going to flip it and surprise Davion. Because my mom, even in the video, my mom was like, it's so hard to surprise Davion. Yeah. So, like, I'm so glad I can do something just to surprise him. And it was just an amazing feeling just to see her and my grandmother just turn around and seeing, like, the last game of the regular season, and I get to wear that shoe. Yeah. That's, like, my favorite shoe of all time.
Oh, man, that's phenomenal, man. Beyond the personal significance, what message did you hope to convey to others by creating and wearing a shoe dedicated to your mother's her fight, her journey?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just for all the survivors and the fighters and the people that we lost, right? And it's the people, and I have the platform to do it, just to raise awareness, to inspire action, right? Like to people that really like take care of this problem before it gets too late. Because my mom was just a little bit late where if she didn't say anything about the lump, it could have been worse, right? So it's like just to inspire action. I have the platform to do it, and I think that I'm doing an amazing job. Every single day I'm doing something just to raise awareness. Sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, just like you said, she's able to do her self-breast exam. She felt it. If she ignored it and ignored it and ignored it and kept ignoring it, it could have grown, it could have spread. Breast cancer spreads to other parts of the body. Cancer does that, spreading through bone, contiguous tissue, or through bloodstream. What if it went to her brain? What if it went somewhere else?
Yeah.
You know, she may not be with us today. So the fact that she identified it and told your grandmother, her mother about it, and she made the right steps, that's amazing. And hopefully those shoes, like you're talking about, can help people sort of take that same proactiveness. You
For
know?
sure.
Definitely. So what advice would you give to young aspiring athletes who dream of making it to the NBA, particularly regarding health and perseverance?
Obviously, I think that you have to work hard, and I think that for me, what helped me is I feel like everywhere I went, I was the hardest working player, and people notice that, right? Like even college coaches notice that, NBA scouts notice that. Like they're always gonna just notice that you're the hardest working guy, and I think that for me is that I've been through ups and downs, and no matter what, I worked extremely hard, right? And no matter if I didn't even make the NBA, I still was gonna be happy with my life because I know I did everything I can just to put myself in the best position.
What other passions or interests you have outside of basketball that help you decompress and like fill up your cup so when you go back into basketball, you're ready to go and attack it?
Yeah, I think that when I'm like right after the season, every year I've done it. Right after the season, I literally go home. I literally go home and spend time with my family for like 4 or 5 days. Like, and it's tough for me because I gotta realize I can't touch a basketball. And it's like one of them things like do not touch a basketball. They even just hang with your family.
You're not going to grandma's gym no more?
Nah, I gotta kind of just focus on them so I can like actually want to get back to it during the summer. And I think that it always helps me because I'm like, man, I gotta get back to it now. Like I see people working out, I see people in the playoffs because I obviously haven't made it past the second round yet. I was like, bro, I really want to play. So I always got to just take that time away and just to chill with them and have fun with them. And it's always a fun time. I'm never upset about it, but like obviously I still want to keep playing.
Yeah, definitely. Feet on the ground, get humbled, get recentered.
For sure.
You know, I appreciate you, man. I tell you what, Davion, this has been a phenomenal interview. You know, I think you're an outstanding young man, great talent, obviously, but the fact that you're able to sort of use the energy of your basketball prowess to create awareness for people like your mother who have gone through some serious health issues, I think our listeners will see that and feel that. And not only creating that awareness, but also showing your position in her life, right? Like you are there to support, you are there to bring peace, you are there to help, to edify. And so many people in our world have family members or loved ones or spouses who are going through health challenges and don't know how they fit into what's going on. You know, sometimes they shy away and say, maybe I shouldn't say anything because this person's going through something scary and I don't want to be a burden. But here you are doing the right things, you know, making her happy, making her smile, not causing her any stress, and now bringing light to her through this shoe is phenomenal. So we just thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for being on the Health is Wealth. We love it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, baby. Definitely. Thank you.